When we think about trust, we usually picture these huge, dramatic moments, right? Like big promises or, these massive betrayals. But what if I told you the real foundation of trust in your friendships, your job, everything is actually built on something way, way smaller, something you're doing or not doing every single day? Let's get into it. All right, so first up, we're going to tackle a huge myth about how trust is lost. And I'm telling you, it's probably not what you think. We've all got this image in our heads of trust shattering like glass, right? One big catastrophic event and it's gone. But honestly, that's almost never how it works. The real story is so much quieter, and it starts with all those little things we brush off as no big deal. Yep, that's it. The real threat to trust isn't some giant earthquake. It's more like the death by 1,000 cuts. It's all the tiny, seemingly harmless moments that just pile up and up over time. Just think about it for a second. That late reply to an important text. That casual, I'll call you right back. That just never happens. A little white lie. That person who's all in one day and then a complete ghost the next. I mean, on their own, each one is small, right? But you put them together and they start to tell a story. And this quote just nails it. Trust doesn't shatter, it erodes. It's like soil washing away and a slow, constant rain. These little inconsistencies just wear everything down until one day, the whole thing just gives way. Okay, so if it's not about dodging one big screw up, then what is trust all about? We need to kind of redefine it. And here's the big aha moment. Trust isn't just about honesty. It's about predictability. It's that quiet gut feeling that you know someone's actions are actually going to match their words. It's knowing you can just relax, because you don't have to constantly be bracing for them to let you down. This really just lays it all out, doesn't it? We get so distracted by the big, flashy stuff, the grand gestures, but real, solid trust, that's being built over here, in the small, consistent, kind of boring, everyday actions. It's not about saying, I promise I'll always be there. It's about just showing up, day after day, brick by brick. So let's talk about what this erosion of trust actually feels like. This is how it plays out in the real world. Come on, we've all known someone like this, right? They're not a bad person, but there's this pattern of little letdowns. They forget the important date you told them about. They cancel plans again. They promise to follow up, but you know they won't. And yeah, the apology always comes, but the behavior, it never, ever changes. And with every single one of those small failures, this quiet little question gets planted in the back of your mind. You start to manage your expectations. You don't share as much. You unconsciously start putting up a little wall. The trust is just slipping away, not with a bang, but with a whisper. And here's where it gets really personal. This isn't just about other people. Every time you break a promise to yourself that you're going to go to the gym or set a boundary or stop putting up with something that hurts you, you chip away at your own self-trust. It gets harder to rely on yourself. And that makes it almost impossible to truly trust anyone else. Okay, so that's the problem. But here's the good news. If trust is built from small things, that means we have all the power to build it on purpose. So let's look at the blueprint. These are the bricks. And they seem so simple, almost boring, right? But just doing what you say you'll do, that is the absolute bedrock of reliability. And listening, truly listening, without getting defensive, sends such a powerful message. It's safe to be honest with me. These habits all say the same thing. You matter enough for me to be intentional. Now, let's look at the flip side, the things that crack that foundation. Stuff like minimizing someone's feelings, making excuses instead of actual changes, being flaky with communication. And notice how many of these are about how we react when things get tough. When someone stops bringing their problems to you, it's not because the problems are gone. It's because the trust is. So, this is maybe the most crucial takeaway. Trust doesn't care about your intentions. It only responds to the pattern of your impact. You can have the best intentions in the entire world, but if your actions consistently make someone feel insecure or let down, well, you're going to be seen as untrustworthy, period. So what happens when the damage is done? Can a foundation that's full of cracks actually be repaired? Yeah, absolutely. But it's not rebuilt with words. It's not rebuilt with apologies. Rebuilding trust demands a whole new set of habits. It has to start with pure accountability. I mean, no buts, no excuses, just, I messed up. Then comes the really hard part, showing up differently,
over and over and over again, with zero expectation of being forgiven right away. It's all about laying new bricks, one at a time, until a new, stronger foundation is there.
And that brings us to the single most important thing to take away from all of this. We have got to stop thinking of the little things as, well, little. Our small, daily habits, they are literally everything. They are either the strong bricks building a safe, reliable reality around us, or they are the tiny, hairline cracks that will, eventually, bring the whole thing crashing down. So I'll leave you with this question. Just take a look at your daily actions, the small promises you make and keep, the way you show up for other people, and maybe most importantly, for yourself. What are your habits building? A fortress of trust or a structure that's slowly eroding away? The choice is yours, every single day.